Over thousands of years, our Diné have learned to use different foods to create healthy ways of eating. Before colonization, we grew, gathered, and hunted our food. We lived lives past 102 years without diet-related illnesses or diseases. Food was a way of life. It was our culture, our identity, our spirituality, and our medicine. After the long walk, our ancestors adapted. To survive, they integrated unhealthy provisions in food rations and found new ways to prepare food to sustain and preserve their lives and culture. They became farmers and ranchers and lived hard and active lifestyles. But today, with the introduction of the modern Western diet and way of life, diet-related chronic diseases are now the leading cause of death, not just across the Navajo Nation, but around the world. Dietary disease is preventable. It was not part of our ancestors' past and doesn't have to be in our children's future. The key is to eat real whole food, which is going back to a more traditional diet. Real food is close to the source. It's food that people grow, gather, raise, or hunt. You will find real food in local farmers markets and roadside fruit and vegetable stands. They are fresh and harvested at the peak of their taste and nutritional quality. You may be able to grow some of your food yourself in a garden. Fresh whole food is also found in supermarkets. Even though 70% of food in a store is processed and unhealthy, there is still 30% that is real whole food. Imagine going to a store with your great-grandmother. Avoid buying anything she wouldn't recognize as food. Avoid foods with added sugar, especially those that have sugar in the top 3 ingredients. Sugary drinks are loaded with sugar and are especially harmful. Avoid highly processed or packaged products. They might be cheap and easy to get, but have little nutritional value. These foods are unhealthy and a waste of money. Everyone in the family can be healthier by not eating these foods.
This is different dirt here.
When it comes to real whole food, which foods are the healthiest? First, try to eat mostly plants. The centerpiece of heritage meals throughout the world is a plant-based diet of vegetables, beans, and whole grains. These foods help us live long lives and protect against chronic diseases, such as diabetes and heart disease. Vegetables are healthy, providing carbohydrates for energy and fiber. Choose different colored vegetables for a variety of nutrients. But eat potatoes sparingly. They are high in starch, which turns into sugar in the body, causing blood sugar to rise quickly. Eat fresh fruits when available. Locally grown melon or a freshly picked apple is a wonderful treat that everyone can enjoy. Beans are good for your health. They are versatile, rich in fiber, and a very good source of protein. They are not expensive and are the main food in many traditional diets, including one of the 4 sacred plants along with squash, corn, and mountain tobacco. Use whole grains and whole grain foods that contain plenty of fiber. Always choose whole wheat bread when possible. Make sure the first ingredient says whole wheat. Many bread manufacturers use brown dye to turn refined white bread brown. Healthy protein foods include beans, nuts, seeds, and tofu. Eggs, low-fat dairy products, chicken, and fish are also good sources of protein. Try not to eat red meat very often, if at all. Red meat is high in unhealthy saturated fat and can be bad for our hearts. Saturated fats are solid at room temperature and are found in butter, cheese, and fatty meats. Avoid processed solid fats such as margarine and shortening. Healthy unsaturated fats are liquid at room temperature and are found in most plant-based oils, seeds, nuts, and avocados. As you start to eat healthier, notice that your tastes may change. The fast, easy-to-get processed foods you may have once craved often become less appealing as you get used to the fresh taste and variety of real food. Remember, the key to healthy eating is to eat real whole food and mostly plants. Eating a more traditional diet is honoring our ancestors, preserving our culture and identity, and giving our children a healthy future.